be nice to sleep in my own bed. I know that. So excited for it. Excited, obviously, to just get back to normal routine, be around the family a little bit more, which would be awesome.
It seemed like on Sunday, and maybe this is reading a little bit too much into it, I don't know. It seemed like you were emotionally it just seemed like you were almost exhausted. You could hear it in your voice almost. Where were you maybe after you kind of slept on and then got through the game Sunday into Monday? Where were you last week mentally?
I felt really prepared coming into the game. Felt like I was going to go have a really good game. Obviously, had some mistakes in there that cost us big time and were tough. Tough pill to swallow after the game, which is when you guys talk to me. So, it's difficult. I don't like losing. Obviously, disappointed in some plays I had out there. So, wasn't happy about that. But excited, motivated for this week. Ready to get after it and play a really talented Washington team.
Appreciate it. Thank you, Matthew.
Tim?
Hey, Matthew, thanks for taking the time. You see Washington, you see the 2 wins, but when you look at them defensively, especially that front, I mean, they roll guys in there, and they're young, and they're aggressive, and they've got 27 sacks. And just when you watch them on film, how good of a front is this, and what kind of task do you guys have Sunday trying to keep them off you, basically?
It's as good a front as you'll face in the NFL, in my opinion. Ultra talented and really productive. It's one thing to have 5 first-round picks, but for all of them to produce and play the way that they do, it's a testament to those guys and their coaching staff and getting those guys playing at the level that they're playing at. They're really solid, in the second and third level of their defense as well. So, they do a really nice job. It's a difficult challenge for us and something that, we're going to have to play really well in all phases of the game to play successfully on offense. They're number 1 in the league against pass yards. Top 5, top 10, a lot of other categories as well. So, it'd be a big challenge for us.
Thanks, Matthew.
Michael Hara.
Well, Matthew, you've been in this spot before a few times in your career. I wonder if it gets exhausting or tiring to be constantly digging out, climbing out on the ball. What kind of toll that takes on a player?
No, I think, whether you're winning a bunch of games, losing a bunch of games, an NFL season is a marathon, man. It's something that, I know is coming in as a young player. It's something that you learn quickly. You learn to understand, all the college teams are getting ready for their bowl games, and we're just turning the corner kind of into the second half of the season in normal years. So it's a grind. It's a marathon. We all know it. Just got a lot of football left, but we got to start playing well here soon.
And just one other thing, is there a particular thing you look at right now when you say, look, this is how we can do this, maybe 1 or 2 or 3 things or whatever? In any given year, but this year in particular.
Yeah, the last 2 turnover margins have been, a big thing in the game. I've had a couple the last 2 weeks, and those have really hurt us. So you take those away, and we're really moving the ball decently. We just got to make sure we hold on to it a little bit better than we do. And really the ones that we've had have been, in scoring range, quite a few of them. So those not only just give the ball to the defense, but also take points off the board for us as an offense. So got to make sure that I do a better job of trying to, make sure we're in and up with the ball at the end of every play.
Very cool. Thank you.
Dave?
So, Matthew, appreciate the time. Just want to follow up on one thing that Mike asked, first of all. The reason why this isolation period got extended, did you get an explanation for that yet? Was that because they had to leave isolation at some point, or why? I guess.
I didn't have questions. I just followed the rules, so you can ask somebody else, to be honest.
All right. Didn't know if that was something. What does it mean just to maybe get a sense of normalcy back? This whole week, right? Being home, going through practice, and how can that help you guys?
Yeah, it'd be great. Obviously I was able to come out and practice full today, which was awesome. And obviously didn't have a chance to do that last week. So it was great being out here, caught another great day of weather, and had a nice practice out there. So all of that, getting back into routine is always a positive for me and really for anybody that, does this job.
And then the other thing I wanted to ask you about, on Sunday, I think it was ESPN, they said that you had another false positive last week. Can you clarify that? Did you have another false positive? Yeah, that's what it said on the ticker. Okay. Okay. Just want to make sure that you didn't have a second one. That would be crazy if you had 2.
No.
All right. Thank you.
Yep.
Our last question with Carlos.
Hey, Matt. Last year you were playing at such a high level. You pulled through 8 games before you got hurt. It's been far from that this year, stat-wise. recently, obviously with the turnovers. Why do you think you haven't been at that level that you were at last year this season?
It just comes down to execution. I think throwing and catching, all of it. We're still trying to push the ball down the field. Teams are doing a nice job of trying to keep it in front of them. And I'm trying to take what the defense is giving me. And as far as the turnovers go, there's no excuse for those. Just can't have them. I think 4 in the last 2 weeks is too many. And I'm going to do everything I can to try and make sure that doesn't happen again.
Thank you.
Thanks, Matthew.
Thanks, guys.